afternoon from Anglia News. First, this lunchtime, a damaging blow to Gordon Brown's leadership as the Conservatives triumph in the Norwich North by-election. The seat, made vacant by the resignation of the Labour MP Dr Ian Gibson, has been heavily targeted by the Tories in recent weeks. And today, 27-year-old Chloe Smith won with a majority of more than 7,000. Well, our political correspondent Emma Hutchinson is at the Norfolk Showground for us now. Emma.
Well, this has been a very vigorously fought by-election campaign, culminating in today's count here at the Royal Norfolk Showground. The Conservatives had been expected to win, but they are thrilled at the scale of this victory, turning a Labour majority of nearly 5,500 into a Conservative majority of more than 7,000. This was the moment when it was announced that Chloe Smith, the Conservative candidate, will be the next MP for Norwich North.
Has been duly elected to serve as member of the Norwich North constituency.
So plenty of celebrations there amongst the Conservative Party, but a big disappointment for the Labour Party. The Conservatives needed a swing of 6% to take this seat from Labour. In fact, they achieved a swing of 16%. I think there'll be an awful lot of Labour MPs across our region who'll be looking at that result and thinking, well, if anything like that was achieved at the general election, then Labour would be wiped out across the east of England. Labour's candidate, Chris Ostrowski, couldn't be at today's count. He's still at home recovering from suspected swine flu. But I spoke to his campaign manager, Bob Blizzard. He said it had been a difficult campaign.
And we found that some Labour supporters didn't turn out, and some might have peeled off to other parties. But what we find is the Conservatives, even in that situation, couldn't poll as many votes as they did in 2005. So it's not good for us, but it's not particularly good for the Conservatives. And we believe that if we can persuade the people who didn't come out for us today to come out next year, we can win the seat back.
In third place, the Liberal Democrats, April Pond, fighting off a very strong campaign from UKIP and the Green Party. This was April Pond's reaction.
I think that we were all surprised at the extent to which Labour collapsed. It was absolutely catastrophic for them, and I think that it's a real shame that politics has hit this all-time low. It's not good for anybody.
Well, I'm pleased to say that we're joined now by the next MP for Norwich North, Chloe Smith. Chloe, many congratulations. What will your priorities be for Norwich now that you've been elected?
Well, first things first, I want to be a very good constituency MP. There's a big act to follow, and what I intend to do is get right down and start helping people on the everyday problems that we've got here. A couple of larger things as well. I think we need the Northern Distributor Road, and I've said all along, and I'm going to campaign for that, and dueling the A11 for good measure. But also, very importantly, we need better health facilities back in Norwich. Now the NHS walk-in centre is closed down in Dussendale. And I'm going to stand up on antisocial behaviour. I also want to have a number of regular meetings with the police, residents, business. There's a number of things I've said I'll do, and I want people to hold me to those.
And you become the youngest MP in the House of Commons and also the youngest ever female Conservative MP. So a lot of pressure to prove yourself?
Well, it's a challenge I'm looking forward to, but I'm immensely grateful to everybody who went out and voted yesterday. And it's a big thank you from me to the people of Norwich North for putting their trust in me.
Chloe Smith, thanks very much for joining us. David Cameron visited 6 times during this campaign. We're expecting he might be here in Norwich to celebrate himself later on today.
Emma, thank you. In other news, and 2 men who raped and strangled a Suffolk woman, then kept her body in a car boot for 2 days, failed today to appeal against their murder convictions. Robert McCarry and Paul Waters, both from Ipswich, are serving life sentences for the murder of 34-year-old Nicola West. McCarry met Miss West at a pub in Ipswich town centre in February 2007. Today, the Court of Appeal ruled there was nothing unsafe about the verdicts. Corby's new Olympic-sized swimming pool has been officially opened today. Work on the £18 million project began in 2007. With 3 years to go until the London Olympics, it's hoped that the pool will be chosen by one of the competing teams to use as its training centre. Well, let's have a look at the weather forecast now. Here's Rachel Mackley.
You can't control the weather, but you can control your money. N&P. Be on top of money.
Good afternoon. Well, most of us had a reasonably bright start to the day today, but there are showers moving in from the west throughout the afternoon, some of which do look like they're really rather heavy. So there are some breaks in this cloud cover, and in the sunnier spells, well, it is feeling rather warm. With this more unsettled weather is moving in, and it's bringing with it these heavy showers across the region, and some of which could really be rather thundery. And temperatures, well, they are a couple of degrees below normal for this time of year, with highs of 20 degrees or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. But with these strong southwesterly winds, well, it is feeling cooler than that under any unsettled weather. However, by this evening, well, the showers will dry up and it's leaving a mainly dry night with clear skies and temperatures staying in double figures, only dipping to lows of 12 degrees.
N&P. Be on top of money.
Make sure the grass is all you cut. Electrical Safety Council, sponsors of ITV Pollen Count.
And with this more unsettled weather around, well, it is meaning that grass pollen counts are staying low again today. And indeed, they do look to be staying that way into tomorrow. Well, that's all from me. I hope you enjoy your day. Take care. Goodbye.
Well, that's it from me and the rest of the lunchtime team. We're, of course, back with Anglia tonight. That's at 6 o'clock, where we'll have all of that full reaction to today's Norwich North by-election result. Until then, hope you enjoy your afternoon, and we hope to see you later. Bye-bye.